Hi, my name is Robert. This video is designed to give you step-by-step detailed instructions on completing the task at hand. Please read the comments in the About section of this video. It has valuable information and updates. My YouTube channel has a disclaimer video that I encourage you to watch. And please like, share, and subscribe. I hope you found what you're looking for. Thank you very much for watching. Okay, since the mount situation on this dash was destroyed, I did go to the salvage yard and got another dash that the mounts are impeccable. No cracks on that one, no cracks on that one, no cracks on that one, and this one over here has a couple cracks that I'm gonna glue. Now the replacement dash has a wood facing that this other dash didn't have, so I'm gonna try to take that out and swap it over real quick. It looks like it has some screws here, couple screws on the back side, maybe 6 screws or so. So let me get to work trying to swap that over. And the dash I pulled from the salvage yard, other than being dirty, it has one cracked mount here. So if you look real close, this mount has some shatter points in it. When I pulled it out of the dash, I pushed the screws through. I didn't pull them all the way out from the other side of the firewall. I pushed them through to try to break these loose, because sometimes the sticky stuff sticks to the firewall and it causes the mount to break worse. Well, this one has some damage. It doesn't look as bad as I've seen, and these appear to be in excellent shape, the other 3. So I'm going to go ahead and brace these. Now let me show you the material I use to do my bracing. To fix and rebuild the dash mounting tabs, I used a drill. That's the plastic bonding epoxy. I use these screws here. They're small and they have a nice sharp tip on them. Then I have a small drill bit that I use to drill pilot holes for the screws and to stop cracks. I stop drill cracks. And I would highly recommend you get some sort of JB weld to rebuild and mend other cracks. I purchased this plastic bonding system from Loctite. Fuses hard to bond plastics. It seems to be working really well with piecing some of this broken plastic together. Now, if your ductwork is busted up and cracked, you want to put a stop drill on the end of the crack to stop the cracks from growing. Now I use different kind of sealants. This gooey stuff would help seal in those cracks and stop them from flexing and making noise. I got some plastic glue here that's flexible so that it won't be brittle like epoxy. Epoxy will just break up like the dash. Here's some gel super glue specifically for plastic. Not most plastic. It says plastic, so it should work on all plastic. I got some adhesive, self-adhesive felt pads, more like paper, so it's thin, that I put between the firewall. I'll show you how I put it on the back of the dash. I got this from Walmart. You could get it from Michael's and other crafts places. Walmart say they don't have them, but you just have to show the employees that they do when you get to where they keep their felt. I got these plumbing hangers from Home Depot. There's whatever information you need on that, if this comes in focus ever. There it is. I bend and break and cut these. I got these self-tapping screws that I screw through the small holes on these, and then I have some foil tape like people use for duct work when they're doing heat and air work. So those are the supplies. Let me show you how I use this stuff. Alright, here is the one that's cracked. I'm going to use this gel super glue to patch that up. So I'm going to open up these cracks, squirt some of this super glue in there, hold it for a few seconds, and move on. Okay, when you look down here at the base of it, that's where the crack is. If there's any cracks coming off of there, I'll put a small drill hole in it, but I'm going to go ahead and open that up, squirt some glue in there, hold it back down. Anytime you try to super glue something, you need to hold pressure on it for at least 60 seconds. Hopefully the glue will grab and set in that time. Normally they're 10-second set, but I just want to be careful, man. It's not going to kill me. Okay, the air duct that goes to the side vent is going to be in my way, so I'm going to go ahead and pull that screw, pull that duct off. I already took the one off the other side, and then I can get my strap in position the way I want it. I don't see any cracks coming off this ductwork, but if I did, say for instance if this was a crack instead of a seam, I would find the end of it and drill a small round hole in it to stop the crack from walking on me. So when you drill a round hole on the end of the crack, that stops it from cracking further. But while you have this dash out, you'll notice these running cracks that go down. When I was in the military, they taught us to stop drill cracks. If you got a crack that's running down, you find the tip of it where it stops. You drill a round hole at the tip of the crack, and that'll stop the crack from continuing. So you need to find these cracks, stop drill them with a small drill bit, and you know, if you can bond this plastic together some kind of way and stop it from, you know, growing worse, do what you can. Now you could cut these. I need pieces about 7 inches, or you could just bend them at the large hole until they break. Okay, so for this far left mount, I just kind of bent this in shape like this, and this is going to fit over here, and then I'm going to come and put 2 self-tapping screws on this side and 2 screws on the back side of this to secure that in place. Then I'm going to put some felt paper over it. Okay, I have 2 screws on the top, 2 on the bottom, and you want to check your bracket, make sure your bolt hole's going to line up. That one looks a little bit off, so I'm going to re-drill that a little bit to make that hole a little larger. And as you can see, it wraps around as far as it can go on one side of the duct, and that's the second position that I did. 2 screws on top, 2 on the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and do the other 2 positions. And that's how I reinforce these, and then I'll show you how I put the felt paper on. I took some of this plumbing ductwork tape, cut a couple pieces to hold the nut in place. I did that on both sides of each strap. On that one I actually put it over it and put the hole in there, but I may redo that one to match these other 2. Okay, so I take the felt paper, I cut across the short end of it, then I cut those in half, and then I cut a hole in it with a razor blade, and that way I'm just going to tape it over this bracket with that hole where that screw is going to go through, and that way if anything, I won't get plastic and metal rubbing against the firewall and stuff with that felt there. Okay, that's how the felt's wrapped around, and it's self-adhesive. So I got it on all 4 spots. Now, really, I'm ready to go ahead and set this in place and bolt it up after I hook these ducts back in that I removed. So let me set these ducts in place and prepare to set the dash in place and bolt it all back together. If you feel that this information was useful, please like it and share it with your social media friends. You can subscribe to my channel so that you will get notifications of future videos that I post. You can follow me on Twitter, and if you need to contact me directly, please visit my website. And if you have any questions, leave them below, and someone or myself will reply to them. Again, thank you very much for watching.